quickly. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Flames will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll try the run. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Now on first down from the 30. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. At the 45 on his way. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Across the 25, he's got room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
The run from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Hit as he throws. Complete downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Right back to him on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the Flames will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Looking for a block. It's Clay. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did.
And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Flames. On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. You have field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Now the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Flames want to crank the tempo. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Liberty.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And the Flames will try to punch it in on first and goal.
Clear. Clear. 29.
He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to him. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Still on his feet at the 45. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Graham. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Gray. It's complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Going up top on 1st down. Back open in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
He's got the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Looking to throw. He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown play.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Handoff from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Gray. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that play.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid comments.
He's loose. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
This is obviously a great play physically by the quarterback, but how about mentally making the right decision? He was keying on the right defender. He saw the body language of that player and knew he had to keep the football and made the decision so quickly. Good football IQ there by the QB.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Liberty! And they take it in for 6 more points. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you get hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the quarterback was in the pocket surveying the field. Looked like he was trying to take a shot down the sideline, but just bad accuracy on the throw. It sails way out of bounds for the incompletion.
Off play action. Coming after it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. They keep attacking through the air. Gonna let it fly. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute games.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
A little release to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Looking to throw on second down. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Flames. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Got his man down the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Looking to pass. It's Gray. Puck. He uncorks one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But, man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw. Looking for the end zone. Just threw that one way too far. He had the speedster loose and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it or, in this case, way too much on it and overthrow the speedster.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He finds his man. The Flames pick up the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
And the Flames are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's got his man across the middle. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it.
Easy.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Makes a grab enough for the first. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
And the Flames trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. He caught it! And he's knocked down. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice. Wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Touchdown, Liberty! And the route is on. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Back to throw. It's Gray. Shoots it to the left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. The snap sets up to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his...
Gonna take a shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll try to take it back. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Handoff to the single back.
Gain of 1. 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Get set, get set.
He's looking to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. To the air, it's Gray. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Liberty 42, Northwestern 17.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Let's go.
Looking to move it through the air. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. He'll pull it down. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Fires to the middle. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Northwestern. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You're going to throw him the football. You know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad. Last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Okay, ready?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Jackrabbit. 691. Gator scores.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He makes the connection. Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and he decides to keep it and makes the right decision. Great job. Keeps the football. Picks up a huge chunk of yards. Nice play by the quarterback. Great decision.
Using his legs, it's Flowers.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Cricket.
Got his man quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it through the air. It's caught. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Loss of 3. Brings up second down.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now.
Come on, set.
He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Using the quick game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Back to throw. It's Gray. Getting some heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A strike downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Quick strike complete. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. He's going to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the catch at the 10. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Northwestern will line up with a 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
He wants to throw. Dances away from the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And they're barely barely able to stop the score. They'll mark it at the 1.
And I think this offense is all but surrender, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
Nice, just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Just feeds the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line.